Oprah, Can You Hear Me? A conversation by Julie Benetti and Susan Barbaro is a production of EI Publishing in association with EI Alliance. Copyright 2018. Music is courtesy of New Threads from their self-titled album.
Don't you feel like everything's gonna change, dear?
What was that, the radio?
Oprah, what do you got, the radio in the back?
So there isn't a day that goes by that we don't give a couple of shout outs to Oprah, because why not?
So this is our little story that we're going to sit and talk to you, and I think she'd like it, right? I mean, come on, Oprah!
Or when there's some weird creative space you go into and I'm trying to make my point, they say, Oprah, can you believe it? I need a car about now.
So, Oprah, we've written some of these scripts. Did you read it? I mean, are you and Gail out there traveling all over? Just listen to stupid things on the radio.
Gail's too busy being on game shows. I think she was on, Celebrity Feud or whatever that is? The one that Richard Dawson was on. He used to kiss everybody. Now it's somebody else. So in our chanting to Oprah, there's rhyme and reason, is there not?
I don't know. I just, every now and then, listening to this sometimes, can you bring it to that point? So we're also, working through a lot of the stuff in our books, and we're having fun, and, every now and then we have an aha moment.
Ah-ha moment. What about those aha moments? You would think after years of having aha moments, you get further along than just aha, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, I'm not going to say anything about that.
Oh, come on!
I hear she's out, selling her wares to Intuit and all these other companies that are just willing to pay her to come out and give her spiel. I mean, come on, Oprah! Come on!
Those professional speeches?
She's talked to the Dalai Lama, she's talked to Thich Nhat Hanh, she's talked to
everybody. Paul McCartney,
Nelson
Mandela.
Nelson Mandela. I mean, Mother Teresa. She's talking to all these cool people.
Donald Trump.
So, Oprah, you gonna run?
There's a
rivalry. You gonna run, Oprah?
You gonna run or you gonna hide?
So, Oprah, she's smart and she's gonna run. There's a book she should be reading. There's a book that actually gives the specifics about Mr. Donald Trump and how he's done what he has done, because no one's asked that. So let me tell you something. I think Oprah should run for president. I think she should run up against Donald Trump, and I think she should bring you and I onto her campaign, because Oprah, we got the goods on Trump.
That's right.
The book that we have is Do You Stand With Him? Who does he stand with? The science and energy behind Trump. So if you want to get in there and win, you got to beat him at his own game. It's not the baloney that he's out there touting to everyone saying, oh, it's my books, it's this. The book talks, it's about the energy and the science principles he's using. So Oprah, if you're going to run for president, you need the right people behind you.
That's right, and the right energy to be in cahoots and alignment with.
Oh, yeah. And this book, I'm telling you, is the answer. People are asking, what is he doing? How's he doing it? It's very clear. He is using science principles, and he's moving ahead with it.
And there are 12 science principles, or if you'd like to call them in your vernacular, 12 aha moments that you'll go, aha! That's the way to get to the White House.
Come on. Tell me, girls, what's this all about? Well, we're going to tell you, Oprah, if you're smart, you will do your homework and you will beat him. Because if we're going to beat him, we can't be crying, boo-hoo, me too. Because boo-hoo, me too keeps you in lack, dysfunction, and nobody moves ahead. When you look at any of the movements from the past, whether it's civil rights, whether it's, the real women's movement, during suffrage, it wasn't boo-hoo. It came from empowerment, and it came from moving forward, not boo-hoo, me too. And I am a woman. woman, and I can say it, that I have been screwed by women more than men.
Right.
And it's because I give women the benefit of the doubt that, hey, we're sisters, we're comrades. And let me tell you, they will turn around and whip your behind. And if anyone thinks that a woman is better than a man in any position, they're completely wrong. The right woman can do amazing, phenomenal things. But it's the right woman, not just a woman. There are a bunch of bozos out there. There's a bunch of women out there I wouldn't stand behind if they were the last person on earth. But you move from empowerment. And Oprah, this has been your whole thing all along. This has been your whole mantra, is empowerment and overcoming all the obstacles of your life. It's time to move in that space. You really want to do something? You really want to beat Trump? Well, everything that you need is available. Are you gonna do it?
It's in the energy, because that's where the truth is. The truth is in the energy. And it's in all the energy that's around us, and that's all he's using. I mean, there are 12 science principles in here. They're very easy. It's a very easy book to read, and you kind of go, wow, okay, I can use these myself to live my own life.
And then when you're all done reading and we have some wine and we laugh our butts off and we discuss this in more detail in a fun way. So
it's about getting in the vibration. And, you know, when you were talking about the Me Too movement and women, you know, often being the worst against women, I always go back to my story about living in Japan. And having the Japanese mother-in-law, notoriously, without a doubt, every time the woman gets married and she has the mother-in-law treats her like crap, and it continues and continues. And then you would think, when that bride herself becomes the mother-in-law, what does she do? She doesn't change it. She does the same thing.
Yeah. So, you know what? I'm all for a woman president, but not any woman. I would vote for a man over the wrong woman any day. And for the women that get together and they think they're moving, it's a big, you know, wow fest. So you really want to change things. It's about empowering in a different way. It's not whining. It's coming back and empowering you and moving with that. So we're here, Oprah. We're ready and willing to sit and talk with you and help you to win. If you really want to win, then you will look this up. It's Donald J. Trump. Do you stand with him? Who does he stand with? The science and energy behind Trump.
And you know, one other thing to kind of nail it shut is you've been out there and you've talked with all these different vibrational masters, quote unquote, whether they be men, women, transgender, whoever they are, saints, nuns, you know, you've talked to all of them, but what has the truth been in all of that? What has the truth been? And the energy and the vibration of where the truth is. And what has been the message? And kind of hopping from each one lands just to a different aha moment, but does it land to the truth?
And how much of those ahas done? And you know what? We've moved beyond. And we're having fun with this, Oprah. So if you see it, you get it. I'd love to talk to you. Read the book. And if you really want to beat them, this is the answer.
And anyone who's listening to this and might want to say, hey, Oprah, I just heard something, a conversation that you were included in and it was all good. You might want to listen to this. Pass it along.
Have fun.
Have fun. Hey, is that radio still on? Thank you for listening to this production from EI Publishing in association with EI Alliance. Visit eipublishing.com for more energized podcasts and books. Find Donald J. Trump, Do You Stand With Him? Who Does He Stand With? The Science and Energy Behind Trump as a book or ebook on Amazon and Google Play. Find Growing Pains by New Threads on their self-titled album available on iTunes, Spotify, Bandcamp, or at newthreads.us.